Hello everybody, and welcome to something different. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, let's chit chat. I have been gone for a few months. Uh, I just that's all up in my way. I just took a break. I have been not that I've been. I mean, I've been busy. I'm always busy, but I have just spent some time just not playing Minecraft. I actually haven't. I don't want to say I haven't played Minecraft because my grandson has discovered Minecraft through the Minecraft movie, and I've played some with him on my Xbox. But as far as actually getting on and playing, I have not. So, number one, as you see, what the heck is that? I ain't even been in this world. Um, don't know what that is. Uh, so, if you can't tell by the title, this is. I have a new skill unlocked. We'll worry about that later. I probably need to see if I can find a bed while we're in here. This is FTB Evolutions. And this is what we're going to be playing. We will still be doing all the mods to the sky. There is no bed in here. What kind of junk is that? But I have... Do we have any... We have sheep. So, in the process of the last little bit, I have more or less, I recorded a whole bunch of videos, and then I just turned my computer off and more or less didn't turn it back on. So, I've got a lot of videos that have not been that I haven't done anything with yet. So we're going to still finish that up. Like I said, that is really, really loud. So I think I've got a total of like 10 or 15 videos still lined up, ready to go. So we're gonna make our. I don't want to go there. I can't do that. Just make us a little hole right here so I can get some stone. So yeah, we're going to do that. Everything there is automated now to the point that I can go about my business as needed, and it don't take long to throw a video together. Let's get rid of that. Let's get us some bread. And let's go get us a bed for the night. So that's still going to go. Like I said, we're getting to the in-game part of it anyways. The other thing is we have spent... I went back and looked. I don't very often even look at anything on YouTube. I post my videos, do comments and stuff like that. But I don't ever actually go back and look at anything. And I went back and looked today. And for the last almost 2 years, we have played nothing but Skyblock packs. The last overworld pack that I really played was Enigmatica 6. Where's my house? There's the house. So, yeah, it has been a minute. Now, I thought about doing all the mods 10, but I want kind of more of just a... I don't want to say a laid back, because this is going to be anything but laid back. But I wanted something that we could spend... I want to spend my summer just kind of playing, exploring. There's a lot of stuff that... Let's look at our skill tree here. Defense, ranged, athletics, magic, mining. We'll take care of mining stuff right now. Oh, there's no actually unlocking anything, I don't guess. Oh, there was. We got our points up here. And that's all we got. All right. So, but with all the mods, the pack is one of those where I mean, we've played through several versions of the Skyblock, and we need thousands or hundreds of thousands of items to get through the pack. We don't necessarily need that here. We'll get into some of that soon as I can sleep. All right, night is over with. Let's take a look at our quest book. So we've got a bunch of different stuff going on here. It's just a mix of tech. It's a mix of magic. We've got some stuff that I've never messed with. We've got some stuff that I have messed with. We've got stuff that I've messed with that has changed. So we've got a lot of stuff that we can do. Actually, additions. We got flax seeds. Gives us XP. So, but we've got our normal useful items and tips. This tells us, some of the useful stuff we have here. Wireless redstone, trash can, temporal pouch. We've got relics, a tool belt, temporary flight, easy disenchanting. I don't know what those are. Sleeping on the go. We've got our easy villagers. We've got angel block, frame block, snads, elevators. We do have that's different. So we got all that. We do have basically the main goal of this pack before we get into the actual mods is the FTB pyramid. We want to create this guy right here, which will take us through. Says the pyramid challenge is the ultimate goal of the pack. You can expect to dip your toes in many adventures created by the different mods. You can create each of the required items in any order you choose. You will be rewarded with layer blocks from the quest at the end of each layer, ultimately to build your own pyramid. It's just built. It's built like a Maxtier beacon. So we'll see about that. And it's not necessarily anything that is crazy. There is some stuff. I ain't got a clue. Just dire things. Not mess with any of this stuff. We've got some custom recipes, stuff like that. Polymorphic fluid. I don't know anything about that, I don't think. But yeah, there's some stuff like that, but just making it through. But it's not anything that's necessarily crazy. So, but as far as mods go, we've got our applied energistics or refined storage. We are going to go with applied energistics as usual. I just like it that much more. We do have our pocket storage, our functional storage, our sophisticated backpacks, sophisticated storage. For that, we've got a bunch of different pipe stuff. We've got integrated dynamics pipes, mechanism stuff, modern industrialization stuff, which we'll get into that in a minute. Laser I/O. We've got flux networks, modular routers. And then that's the pylons. We've got different ways of generating stuff. We do have progressive bees, and I think that's what that is. Progressive bees. Has productive trees. Anyways, we have the bees. We have our whatever this is. Dang it, I can't. See, it's how long I played Hostile Neural Networks. We've got these are quarry. This is a quarry mod. They're kind of like the Buildcraft quarries. Of course, we've got mechanism stuff. I don't have a clue what this is. Mechanism lasers. Okay, that is different. I've not ever seen that. We've got gears. which is a mod that you can find just underground, where you can find different like amethyst geodes for different mods. I don't know if we can move them or not. We'll have to see. Modern Industrialization has some different quarries we can build. We've got the old occultism, and then we've got the XY craft machines for generating blocks and stuff like that. Then, of course, we've got the old mystical agriculture. So we've got all that kind of stuff. Power generation, we've got our normal bits of power. We've got mechanism reactors. We've got power. We've got the industrial foregoing generators. We've got some just dire things that we can do. We've got actually addition stuff. That is something that I really want to do again. I had a really nice setup in one of my worlds years ago with the canolas. We'll have to look at that. And then most of this stuff is, we've got diesel generator from, that's immersive engineering, I think. So, but then we've got our normal cooking with blockheads, stuff like that. We've got our talisman mod, which allows us to craft some talismans. This is just for about gearing up. It's got our apotheosis stuff, that silent gems, and more apotheosis stuff. Nautek is a underwater tech mod. Never used it, never seen it. We'll have to see what that is. Alright, we have our Tempad mod, which allows us to teleport. There's a lot more to this than what there was the last time I used this. The Traveler's Quest, we've got a bunch of different dimensions. We got the Bumble Zone, we've got Eternal Starlight, we've got Pocket Dimensions, Mining Dimensions, Void Dimensions. We've got Infinity Cave, the End, the Nether, After Dark, Find the Dungeon. I don't know what any of that is. Locate the Foundry. Yeah, I don't know what any of that is. The Wild Hunt, this is just for killing mobs. And then we get into our tech mods. Actually, Additions is back. It has been a long time since I have messed with this. I'm itching to get a hold of it. Create. We're going to try to do some create stuff. This is one of those mods that I have steered away from just because it's overly complicated and there's a lot easier ways to do it. But we're going to try to mess with some of this stuff. Ender.io. This, we've messed with it some with all the mods 9, but it is updated and it does have, I think, a little bit more stuff than what it did in that version. We've got genetics, which we can use to, I believe, we can grant ourselves new ability, or other mobs new abilities. That'll be fun to mess with. We've got immersive engineering, industrial foregoing, integrated dynamics, which this is one of those mods that have been around forever, and I've always stayed away from it. It's for automating stuff that's not usually automatable. I really need to learn how to use it. We've got just dire things, which there's a whole lot to do with that. We've got mechanism. We've got modular force field, which I don't know a whole lot about. Never messed with it. And then we've got this here, modern industrialization, which is kind of like Greg Tech, but not quite as involved as Greg Tech. So yeah, there's a lot to do there. We've got Oratech, which I don't know much about it. Customizable multi-block machines that will change the way you use tech mods. We'll have to see about that. We've got Pneumatic Craft, which we know all about. We've got Ars Nouveau, Forbidden, and Arcanus. hexery, which I've used a little bit of. Iron spells, I've not messed with it much at all. Occultism, we've done quite a bit with it. And then Roots is back, and we've got Pagan's Blessing. I have no idea about any of this stuff. We probably need to sleep. So that's kind of where we are with this. It's going to be a shorter video. I just kind of want to go over things, let you all know where I have been, what's going on. We've got a nice little place here to start. There's not a whole lot around here. We've got one building out here. We've got the one building that we're on. We've got a nice little area that we can just light up and just start here. We've got crude oil. We've got plenty of trees. So yeah, just so you know, this is not going to be a fast playthrough. We're going to try... I am going to try to spend time with all these mods, set everything up, we'll automate it, we'll figure it all out. Because we're kind of in a... I'm wanting to... We should be getting a lot more mods here soon. This cycle has seemed to... They've decided, I guess, to kind of... I guess Minecraft is doing updates, but they're not doing number updates, I don't think. Shows how much I've paid attention to anything. So yeah, like the newest updates are... It's still on 1.21. They just changing the version of it. So hopefully it won't be... we can get some mods caught up. I know there's a few coming that I really want to get a hold of. And I really hope they get added to this pack. If not, we may add them to it. So, but yeah, this is going to be something slightly different. We'll have our pack on the side to take care of all the really fast, going through stuff, because we're going to be getting back. I'm pretty sure they're working on and all the mods 10 to the sky. We'll see about that. But yeah, that's it. So with that, welcome to the new series. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to be playing something other than Skyblock, even though I'm still going to get a little bit of Skyblock work to do. But yeah, there we go. Hope you guys have a good one. Bye.